The Knicks postgame show is presented by Tri-State Audi. Visit your Tri-State area Audi dealer today. The Knicks hit the All-Star break in style. Mikal Bridges helped Key a great start. He had 13 of his 22 in the first quarter. KAT tonight, 21 points and 11 rebounds. How about Jose Alvarado? Ties a career high with 8 threes. Ties the NBA record for most threes made, playing less than 20 minutes. He played 18-37 at 26 points. 49-point win for the Knicks, 138-89. It's the most the Knicks have ever beaten the Sixers by in terms of point differential. Great to have you with us from our Delta MSG studios. Bill Pito along with Wally Zerbiak. So all good as the Knicks hit the All-Star break. They're 35-20 overall, and they've won 10 of their last 12 games. And what a bounce back after what happened last night here against the Pacers.
55 games in the books, only 27 left in the 82-game season. Must have been a fun little train ride down to Philly. Maybe the Knicks should take the train a little more often because they came out with a ton of energy to start this game. What a performance across the roster. And Jose Alvarado, welcome to New York, my man. What a coming out party. 8 threes, 5 steals, all over the place. Just an impressive overall team win by this squad.
And it started right from the start as we take a look at our thrilling moment brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. Knicks began the game well on a 16-4 run. Mikal Bridges scored 9 of the Knicks' first 16 points, and I mentioned he had 13 of his 22 in the first quarter.
Just locked in. This team was completely ready to get stops and answer the bell against Edgecombe and Maxey. I thought Shamet did a really good job on Maxey. Obviously, Maxey's going to get his points, but you want to make him take a lot of shots. And Bridges has been really good in first quarters. The ball was moving. The Knicks were really dicing up this Philadelphia team. They were getting dunks, layups. Karl Anthony Towns was really involved in the offense in the first quarter. That was a great sign to see. And Jalen Brunson, you said it, right? He only took 6 shots.
The fewest he's taken in a game in which he was not hurt.
Wow.
Remember against Sacramento, hurt the ankle, took only 3 shots.
Right.
Jalen Brunson took only 6 shots, and they still put up, what, 138? Brunson only finished with 8 points.
That is coaching. This offense, when the ball moves and the guys, you know, absorb what Mike Brown wants them to do offensively and share the ball, everyone just it plays at such a high level. And it was great to see those threes fall on the way they have. The contribution off the bench after last night, only getting 18 points from your bench. Tonight, they just exploded. That was a big-time win to go into the All-Star break with.
We knew about Jose Alvarado and his hustle, his peskiness. But what about the way he can hit the three? 8 of 13 tonight. Are you surprised by how well he can shoot?
No. You know, he's been on a team in New Orleans where he doesn't always have Zion playing out there with him. And when you play with elite-level players, you get better looks. And you could see said, let me go out there and just let it fly when I touch it, because then I can't turn it over and I can't make a mistake not running the play correctly. And he's got a good-looking stroke. I mean, look at the way he floats the ball up there. That's a picture-perfect release. All these deflections, 5 steals, Grand Theft Alvarado all over the place. It looks like he's moving in fast forward, too. He's faster than everyone else out there on the floor. And that type of speed is one thing the Knicks really need. You hear Mike Brown wanting to add pace into the game, wanting to get the ball off the floor quicker. This is the perfect guy for that. He's one of the fastest guys in the NBA.
I mentioned the 8 made threes, ties his career high, ties Mikal Bridges for the most made by a Knick this season, and he ties Kevin Love. Kevin Love's the only other player in the history of the NBA to hit 8 threes in less than 20 minutes of playing time. Did it back in 2022. How about that? Jose Alvarado. Let us say hello to Monica McNutt. She's in Philly, helped call the game on the radio on ESPN New York. Monica, not a bad way to hit the All-Star break, I would say, huh?
No, not at all. Like that was a lot of fun. We keep gawking over the stat that only 7 of the 48 made field goals were unassisted tonight. Like, ball moving perfectly, guys in stride, in rhythm, playing smart. I love it. I'm very pleased with the way that the Knicks are heading into the break. And as we talked about in the pregame show, guys, they tied this series, and so as things I expect get really competitive when we return from the All-Star break, they will at least have this one in their back pocket.
Yeah, that was quite a performance. On a back-to-back, too, Monica.
Yeah.
Where did the guys find this energy? I mean, it just goes to show you with the balance that they have throughout their roster, their ability to get this type of production from guys off the bench. Mitchell Robinson coming back in the lineup, he was outstanding tonight. That energy, that effort that he brings on the boards, I think really demoralized the Sixers.
Monica, you mentioned assists.
Go for it. Keep going, Pito.
Okay, Knicks season high 41 assists. They set a franchise record with 24 first-half assists. 41 assists for the game. It's amazing.
It's fantastic. I think after the end of the first quarter, they only had one basket that had not been assisted on. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's see if these numbers hold. But, yeah, it held, and it was really spectacular up and down the roster in terms of guys being able to be efficient. I thought the double-double that Karl-Anthony Towns had, even though it felt like forever ago because he barely played in the fourth quarter, was something that really energized and set the tone in tonight's performance. I mean, they had 32 points off of turnovers, y'all. Like, you talk about easy opportunities. Now, granted, this Sixers squad is first game home after a West Coast road trip, and we have seen that sort of be a rough one for a lot of teams across the league, including the Knicks. But that doesn't matter. You got to play the game that is in front of you, and the Knicks were outstanding tonight. Yeah,
the Sixers just looked like their heads were spinning. They couldn't do anything to stop the Knicks. Whatever play the Knicks ran, whatever action they ran, the Sixers just did not look connected at all defensively. They're dealing with some injuries, obviously, to their key components and their veterans. But they just looked like a team that was already with their toes in the sand for the All-Star break tonight. They did not show up one bit.
Joel Embiid didn't play, but OG Anunoby missed his fourth straight game for the Knicks with a bad toe. I mentioned the first half, Monica. 24 assists for the Knicks, most they've ever had in a half, and the 30-point lead at the half, 72-42, largest halftime lead the Knicks have had this season, and the largest halftime lead against the Sixers for any team since 1970. And we mentioned off the top, Monica, this is the most points the Knicks have ever beaten the Sixers by, 49 points.
Yeah,
49 points.
Yep, Pat and I were talking about the historic seasons. What was that? I think it was 94 and 70-something. The last time that they beat them by 48 points, so the 1 point puts them over the top. I will add this, though, guys. As much as we're gawking about the offense, and rightfully so, when I look at this box score and see 89 points held to, now going into last night's game, they had a terrific defensive efficiency stretch over the 10 games, right, where they had been able to hold teams to one of the best numbers as far as defensive efficiency. 89 points, that adds to being able to hold teams to about a point per 100 possessions, which was something that was spectacular about this run. So I'm excited for the Needle to continue to move on what they've been able to do defensively as well.
Philly shot only 6 of 32 from downtown, while the Knicks were 20 of 44 from downtown. How about KAT tonight, Monica? 21 and 11.
You know, he was fantastic, and he was energized. We actually had him for our radio post-game interview, and the radio spot is right at the bench where there was a contingent of Knicks fans behind him, so he kind of got them involved in the interview. But that sort of energy is what you saw from him all night long. I literally said to Pat at one point on our call, would you stop, after the play with Dominic Barlow that was overturned, would you stop playing around with these people and just make a quick move? You're faster and bigger than Barlow. You're faster than Drummond. And when he started doing that, starting with that baseline dunk on the right side, and then he got that three, that consecutive 5-point stretch that he went on, it was really lights out from there on out throughout the night for Karl-Anthony Towns. I love the energy that he played with.
Yeah, he was outstanding, and you know, just his passing, his skill level. But Monica, I got to get your thoughts on Jose Alvarado. I mean, what a performance. That was awesome, wasn't it?
So much fun, like so much fun. Listen, we're tracking the threes, right? Like, okay, so he's got 6. That's obviously a new high in a Knick uniform. All right, 8 is his career high. Like, can he get 9? Like, how's this going to happen? And I loved when that second unit began to come in. And I'm sure Alvarado could probably feel that his night was coming to an end. But I love that those guys looked for him so that he could get number 8. Like, the energy that he brings with. And Wally, I said to Pat, you guys tell me, the last time the Knicks were involved in a little dust-up, we'll call it, it was not last season. Like, I think you got to go back to Isaiah Hartenstein, Dante DiVincenzo on this roster. And so I'm excited to see what this toughness and this pushing for his teammates, of course, the three-point shooting as well. But I'm excited to see what his attitude helps to bring out of this group, particularly when we start getting to playoff basketball.
Little physicality, little swagger.
There you go. Yep.
Monica, enjoy your All-Star break.
Thanks, guys. You too. I'll see you soon.
All right.
Good.
When we come back, we have Mike Brown around the corner, but up next, the MSG 150. Got the Magic and Jericho Sims and the Bucks and much more.